starve here in America. That's what's coming to the majority of Americans. Death and destruction. Wait till they put boots on the ground. It's going to be a meat grinder out there, man. People going to be dying by the thousands every day. So, hey, that's what's coming, man. And there is no turning back. You can't turn back in the hands of time. All right, get Joel chapter 3. Because hey, it's coming. It's here. The war drums are beating loud and clear. America's at war. You young men are going next. Because, hey, America's so spread out in the military that they can't send all of them, right? That's already enlisted. So they're going to need meat puppets, man. Put you in the front lines, just like they did on Normandy Beach. And put these niggas over here so we can distract. How many people died in Iraq? They still looking for weapons of mass destruction.
Trump said it this morning that expect there to be U.S. lives lost. So he's telling you right there that some of y'all are going to get sent out there, man.
Somebody put it up here. Okay, yeah. This is what Trump said. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost and we may have casualties. He don't give a fuck. He don't care. And like, who was it? I don't know if it was George Soros or one of them rich devils. He said, soldiers are nothing but dumb dogs. You know? You just bark. Do as you're told. But what, a lot of these veterans that went to fight in Iraq and Afghanistan, they're all mad. They went over there, limbs missing, just to find out that there was no weapons of mass destruction. There was no reason to be in Iraq in the first place. But again, who was the one that pushed that? Israel. All of these wars in the Middle East have been because of Israel. Well, guess what? Now it's going to be the war to end all wars. Get Isaiah 9. 96. That's what oh, no, the bug out bonds. Go ahead, you got it?
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 6. For unto us a child is born.
95, maybe.
95.
Yeah.
Isaiah 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
Yeah, that's how the ancient wars used to be fought. You know, swords. You had to get up close and personal. Horses, you know, spears. But now, there's a new type of warfare. Kinetic, you know, missiles. Whether they be, you know, conventional or hypersonic, nuclear, hydrogen bomb. The rest China got. Go ahead.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Yeah, that's what World War III is going to be fought. Because what? Those propulsion, it's a rocket. An armed rocket is what it is. The propulsion system uses fuel. All right, and the bomb goes boom. That's what's currently being used as we speak. Yeah, you can go on the internet right now and watch it, because this is going to be bombing all day. They did it in broad daylight. So wait till nighttime, so you can really see the lights in the sky. All these people in the
It should already be night over there.
yeah, it's already night, yeah. But all these people in the Middle East, it's fair game for everybody out there. Everybody needs to be sheltered in place in the Middle East. But guess what? You Americans, men that are going to be shipped out there, you ain't going to be able to, harbor in place in a little bunker. You're going to be like, they ain't just going to be just take Iran like that, man. They're willing to blow everything up if they need to. But we know what's going to happen from here. All these nations are about to get involved.
That's right.
That was it on that.
It's Joel, chapter 3, and verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, and that's what's happening, man. As the Lord has freed us, all right, now the Lord is bringing all the nations together to judge them. That's what the truth has set us free. That's why we're able to freely navigate in the spirit, while you people are bound to the deception of the devil, to the point where you actually went to vote for this devil, and you thought he was going to make a difference. Oh, he's going to make America great again. And now your son's got to go fight in a world war.
Here comes Jake with the MAGA hat.
Finally, somebody got. Of course, it would have to be a nigga. And that's what it is, MAGA hat.
Yep.
I'll be saying now. What do you think about World War III? You got the MAGA hat, don't you? There you go, man. Now your sons and your grandsons got to go to war.
And your daughters too.
And yeah, equal rights, right? Feminism got you what you wanted. Now you can go fight in World War III too.
Say,
People are, like, if you're gonna wear the hat, at least be proud of it.
Right.
Shit.
so speak on it.
All right, come on, man.
Just talk about it.
What about ISIS? You want to talk about Iran? Let's talk about the Epstein files.
Right.
Let's talk about something. Shit, you voted for the nigga. But hey, the average American is being confounded. You don't know what the hell is going on. I didn't know what I voted for. But too bad.
I got something for you real quick. This is Zechariah 14:12. It says, "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth."
Yeah. So that's the outcome of what's going on now. The repercussions, the consequence of America bombing Iran, guess what? It's the end of America. Ultimately, this is where World War III is headed. The destruction of Babylon the Great, according to the Bible, is going to be wiped off the face of the earth via thermonuclear destruction. ICBMs. And it's going to be, as the scripture said, as they stood upon their feet, you're going to be alive to feel that fire. You're no longer going to just watch it over on the television screen. The bombings, all right, the children, the innocent children, schools getting blown up, people starving in Gaza. That's about to be a reality here in America. And it's a far-fetched idea because you can get food delivered, you can put it in the fridge, you can go to the drive-thru, people throw away food, leftovers. But very soon people will be starving in the streets of America, killing each other for a piece of bread.
For fear. Yep. People are just gonna be killing because they're afraid that
Kill or be killed.
Yeah, it's kill or be killed. Like damn, I see all the shit that's happening. I hear about it on the radio or the news, and here I just ran across this random. I don't know who he is. It could be, an Iranian national, for all I know.
Exactly. Well, the Safety Act, that's another act they're trying to pass, the Safety Act, which is all about voter ID, which AKA digital ID. It's all about the chip, man. The Clarity Act and the Save America Act, all about to be passed while you worried about Iran and Epstein files and all the other BS. They're overloading people right now with so much shit. They're just fucking tweaking and shit. Don't know what to believe. Don't know what to look into. What they just mentally check out and just go watch some Red Circus. But it's gonna get to the point where you're no longer gonna be able to check out and ignore the reality. Just wait until these prices start skyrocketing and you can't even afford to eat. You're not even gonna be able to eat a damn meal very soon because things are gonna be so expensive. A day, what is it? A penny?
A day's wage,
yeah.
a penny for a week.
So you people are gonna be assed out real soon.
The scriptures talk about that they shall drink their wine and it shall be bitter unto them. Roughly paraphrasing that scripture. So people ain't gonna be, wanting to drink anymore because it's not gonna satisfy that urge that they're looking to be quenched.
And it's already
Excuse me.
Right. We're over here preaching. Got a question?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
What's your question?
Who's the leader?
What's your question?
This is a homeboy that was
Hey, easy.
came up.
Are you a preacher or are you an antagonist?
This is Joel chapter 3.
You know what's going on right now? Are you ready to go fight in World War III?
fam.
He gonna-
I'm not gonna go fight in
Hey,
World War
Joel,
when they draft you, then you will.
Joel
But
chapter
that's
3
that's a choice.
and verse 2. I will.
Are
You
you
ever
gonna
heard of
answer my
the?
question?
You ever heard of inscription? That ain't a choice.
Yeah, that's not a choice.
Are you gonna answer my question? Or are you
It
gonna
says, verse
just
2,
from
I
a
will
hilltop?
also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat
And that's what's happening right now. The Lord's gathering the nations in the Middle East.
All right. Can I ask a question or
and
can
will
I not?
plead
No.
with them there for my
Well, stand on
people
business.
and for
If you
my
believe what you
heritage
believe
Israel,
in,
whom
be
they
able
have
to defend
scattered
it.
amongst
Don't
the
be
nations
dismissive. Be a man.
and parted my land.
You gonna-
And that's what ultimately why the Lord is judging
Stand on
these other nations
Defend what you
because of the
believe
work
in.
that they've done
Don't
against the
just
Lord's
preach
people.
from the hilltop without any
Verse 3.
response.
And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot.
Yeah,
And
these-
so,
these are all the nations the Lord is gathering up. The ones that have done all these things, beginning with Esau, of course, the number one corporate, all right, of slavery, and which is there. All this shit's coming out in the Epstein files. All the nasty shit they do. You know. Go ahead.
they and have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink.
Again, that's literally in the files.
Yeah, right. That's what's coming out now. That this is the things that these devils have been doing, and not just them, because it ain't just the Epsteins of the world. It's also the hijabs of the world.
Why you think they go to Dubai to get shitted on? It's the fucking nasty Ishmaelites doing that shit.
Well, they show you in that movie, Taken, where the girl was getting sold, and who was in that crowd buying women up?
Sheik.
Yeah, all these different foreign nationals, man.
Yeah, they're all in the same boat, man. All these people, they go to the summits, G20 and UN. They're all in the same cahoots, man. They don't. Yeah, you think that the wars for the common folk, you know, while they sit back and get richer. Which again, as we speak, there's a wealth transfer happening right now. So they're preparing for the financial reset. And this is, the richer are going to be richer, and everybody else is going to be dirt poor. You will owe nothing to be happy. This is what's about to happen. As we speak right now, everything you think you got paper money, whatever you have, if it's not an asset, it's about to be worthless. And none of you own assets. You don't have gold, you don't have silver, you don't have any kind of precious metals that's actually worth anything. You might have a gold chain, that ain't going to do nothing for you. You don't have digital assets. If you know, you know. That's what's going to be valuable very soon. And the majority of people don't own any, they have any assets. Tangible.
Verse 4, yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon, and all the coast of Palestine?
Yeah, that's our land.
Right.
You know, that's all our land. Lebanon, or Israel, you know, parts of Egypt, Saudi, of Jordan, all that's our land, man. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have
They did that in the temples when they sacked the temple. And most high people was gold and silver. Actually, we're more precious than that than elect. So,
yeah, because the scriptures, Lamentations chapter 4, I think either verse 1 or 2, is the likens the men of Israel unto gold. Yep. It says,
again, precious metals, actual assets. I'm not talking about what you got on the stock market, paper silver, paper gold. I'm talking about actual asset, actual tangible asset. Which again, you people are about to come find out that you don't own anything. You already don't own nothing, and you're happy. What the hell are you people happy about? Your country just pretty much declared World War III. And where you gonna go? You gonna leave the country? Shit. You gotta ask for permission first. And now they're telling people to not travel. Motherfuckers they went to Mexico for vacation. They stuck over there while the cartel burned the cities down. They went to Dubai. Now you stuck there while missiles are raining through the sky, dropping the fucking mortar shells on your head. I seen a video. They were at the beach. As the Iron Dome is, blowing shit up in the air. Y'all forgot what happened last year? They can only stop so many, and they haven't even started to bombard it yet. They're just doing, cheap strikes right now. But with a $30,000 drone, they took out in Bahrain one of America's radar systems, which was billions of dollars. So that America's gonna, some dude said by the end of Iran taking out certain infrastructure, it'll be in the hundreds of billions that America just lost, and they lost maybe 100 million. It's a big difference.
And again, it's going back to what all wars are bankers' wars.
Exactly.
So this is going to be a very expensive war to fund. This is
Why
all
they get
that
rich.
shit. Exactly, it costs a lot more. Like it's high demand. You know what I'm saying? The earth minerals, all that. China's
Exactly.
not.
The industrial military complexes, Lockheed Martin, Boeing, BlackRock, or Vanguard, all these people about to eat up. And that's what they've been doing, transferring their wealth to the gold and silver. And we know what the next rotation is,
Yep.
But people don't know that. Again, when blood runs through the streets, that's when they buy. And people are going to panic sell. Because wait till the markets open up Sunday night. Ding, 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 ding. Niggas going to be jumping out of windows.
which is all basically done. It's orchestrated,
Yeah,
like
exactly,
Trump
yeah.
says.
This was all planned.
That's the next commodity for all the wealth to go to.
Yep.
It's the oil right now. So it's that cycle. So as that war goes on, it's a money cycle. It's all fucking connected. All wars are literally bankers' wars. Going back to that cause, all wars are bankers' wars.
Because who's funding this shit?
That's when they make the most money. It's during wars.
When the blood runs through the streets. And guess who funded all the wars? The Rothschilds. They funded all the wars since Napoleon.
So, and they gain so much money that they gain control. That's really what it's about. Is we need to gain the majority of the control or the finance over this, because it's going to control this. And they've done that throughout especially throughout the major world wars.
You had something?
Yeah, quick quote. It says, this is by Henry Kissinger. It says, military men are dumb, stupid animals to be used as pawns for foreign policy.
No. They're willing to throw down. Trump said it. He don't give a damn if you die. We're going to take some casualties. That's just what happens in war.
He don't give
He
a
don't give a fuck about you. You're just a pawn on the board. You're just cheese on the board.
He'll show you how heavy the enchantment is. He's straight up telling you, I don't give a fuck about you, and everybody's still just.
No, whatever. Nigga had the audacity to wear a MAGA hat. The nigga walked by with a MAGA hat. We get questioned him about it. Motherfucker act like he deaf.
His handler was next to him.
Yeah.
Just sleep.
Yep. But the main people
That's
actually
the
speaking
spirit.
up against it are ex-military people. They're the only ones actually, but they ain't doing shit about it either. No one's gonna do shit. Because again, you're in the enchantments are so heavy on these people. They're hypnosis. They just see nothing but mirages. Their world has been orchestrated a synthetic reality onto them, so they don't see the bad news. Well, guess what? We're the bad news bearers. We're here to, tell you of the dark things, the evilness that's taking place on this earth.
Joel 3:6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold,
That's why that land is cursed. They call it the Fertile Crescent, but it's a damn desert. They got to import everything into the land. That's supposed to be, that's supposed to be a paradise. But what? It's a cursed land.
that was the garden, the garden of Eden. Got every out there.
We're going to show you that. We're showing you that who the people are. But why the prophecies are literally speaking. That was our biggest concern of us saying we're the Israelites because of the prophecies. So that's the clearest. You don't need no proofs then now. DNA test, like no, prophetically speaking. Well, those would be the synagogues of Satan. And these people that's been out prophesying, that's why our job is important. What they be saying, those gotta be the Israelites. That's what people come to the conclusion of.
The people already coming to the conclusion that
They
those
died.
people over there can't be them.
Yeah.
Because why is this all happening?
No way God's people would be acting this way. We thought they were God's people.
Right.
But they the most wickedest motherfuckers on the planet Earth. That's what people find. That's you small hats
Stay here and then you two go to the farm.
are getting sought out, man.
They're being made bare. They're being exposed. And guess what? Now you're going to war for them. You ain't going to war to save America from Iran. You're going to war for the interests of the state of Israel.
And now they know that.
For them to,
Everyone, it's a common
Yeah.
thing now.
what Israel wants to do is obtain more power in the Middle East. They want to be able to control more region than that little sliver they got, so-called.
Trying to get the blessing.
Right,
They're
exactly.
trying to basically play our role, but trying to play it out on themselves.
Yeah, they trying to obtain the land that Abraham surveyed.
Exactly.
But they ain't.
Yeah, they're not. They're going to disappoint them.
I'm going to show you that they're not the people because there's still war. There's been war every day. Ain't that war that hasn't stopped since they got in there.
Right, and it shows how they're trying to take it is a clear indication of them not being a chosen nation because they're trying to take it by the sword. And according to biblical prophecy, yeah, the Lord said he was going to set us up in that land, man. All right?
There should be nothing but peace. But you think they're the people, they got the audacity to say they're God's chosen people. Meanwhile, they circumcising babies with their mouths, eating the little niggas.
Hiding from the sun.
Yeah, come on, man. Known to have human trafficking rings, but they're the chosen people, please. But now, the chosen people just got America into World War III. And hey, don't say it too loud, they might cancel your bank account. Well, guess what? You're going to fight for them Zionists. And now they're going to blame everything's Iran's fault. When buildings start blowing up in America, it's going to be Iran's fault. Yeah, some nigga in the desert with a walkie-talkie blew up the building.
A homemade walkie-talkie.
Right. Meanwhile, America and Israel are bombing schools, killing everyone in the building, and then they showed a video. I thought the Iranian people hated the regime, but they're not crying because of the regime, the Ayatollah. They're crying because the goddamn baby just got blown up. Same shit they were doing in Gaza. It's like these people get off of killing little, which we know they do. They literally do sacrifices. They have fun, blowing little kids up. But those are God's chosen people. And that's why this is happening. World War is about to explode. It's already begun, and now it's about to get real bad. And again, we're just hours into the war. Wait till tomorrow comes, and the next day. And then your son gets a letter in the mail saying to strap them boots up or we're going to come get you, just like they did with ICE, right? Remember all those? That was a practice run to come get you. They already got paid. Somebody got to do the job to round up you people like this Muppet, this dumbass that come up here recently. He said, "Where you going? You gonna answer the questions? I'm not going to the war. They're gonna come get you and drag your ass by the back of your neck
Or put you to death.
Yeah,
Men like that show no damn respect for men of his own country. He gonna go get over there and have to be forced to show respect to these niggas with a gun down his throat.
they're gonna kick his ass out the plane. Pull here, nigga. The shoot never gonna deploy.
Pull red tag.
Nigga pissing his pants. Yeah.
That's where he's going to the what's that movie called? The Day After Tomorrow or something like that with Tom Cruise. The Day After Tomorrow, where he just kept getting.
Oh yeah.
He would die in the battle, be born again, have to these people gonna go
You're gonna
through
relive
hell.
that nightmare,
Right.
and then you're gonna be made into ashes out there in the Middle East. Because you know how the soldier dies, they're gonna send the body home with the flag on top of the casket. Nope. World War III has begun. Your sons ain't coming back. It's gonna be a one-way trip to the Middle East. They always wanted to go to Dubai. Well, here's your chance.
It's Joel 3 and
And
verse.
it's gonna be a free plane ticket too.
Just only one way.
Yep.
Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
Yeah, and they're not preparing anymore. The preparing is over. Now it's war.
We were blowing the horn when they were doing the preparing.
Yep.
We were letting people know, look, they're doing drills.
Yep. Well, I mean, yeah, before all this was even, Iran wasn't in the news. Going back to when the Apostle first got on YouTube. It's not like it is now, because they've always had skirmishes, going back to the 70s with America and Israel. But now, look, people thought we was crazy. They woke up this morning to breaking news: U.S. and Israel strike Iran. Like, damn, where did I hear that before? Oh, that's right, those crazy guys reading Bibles on the corner. Now who's the crazy one? And guess what? The more and more things that you've been hearing us say, we even got little pictures for you just in case your IQ's not on par to understand what we're saying. Well, we just like a children's book, we got images for you. There's more to come. Well, not really much, but it's gonna be the worst of it. All right, the days of evil are here. Jacob's trouble has already begun. The day of the Lord is quickly approaching.
Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Yeah, that's Iran saying they said do it. Go ahead. And they they reacted to the strikes almost immediately, man. They was ready to go. They've been waiting. They knew this shit. Them peace talks wasn't going nowhere.
They had 20 plus years to prepare.
Yeah, they've had since 2005. They've been preparing for this shit, man. And since was it June or July, the 12-day war, they was like, all right, we already know what works. We can penetrate their systems.
In Russia,
Yep.
like, and hey, we had people, guys from the military,
Yeah.
tell us what was going on in the Ukraine situation.
Test
It
runs.
made perfect sense. That America and Russia was going at each other to see how basically their weapons would work against each other. It was a proxy before they go to the final thing. So, what you think Russia did with Iran? After watching this shit for 20 years, watching how they operate, they got the latest basically skill level of the American army. Who do you think it's gonna go to? Iran, bro.
They've developed their military technology to counteract that of America.
And that's what they this last 6 or 7, 8 months they've been tweaking the systems, the defense systems, and the missile systems. All right, we already know what gets past the David Sling and the Iron Dome. They got missiles for days.
That's AI out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And guess what? The missile or the military bases America got are defenseless. They ain't got no Iron Dome. That's why they had to evacuate them. Because they knew, and those out-of-date ships, out of the general's mouth himself, are sitting ducks.
Hey, real quick, that's why it's called an algorithm. The elders do the algorithm. It's the most size algorithm. The algorithm is set up. Y'all can't win this. It's set, and it ain't nothing you can do to change it.
But their pride is deceived.
Yeah.
But Americans, right? They think that, which they have a great military, obviously, but it's outdated and they can't fight against. Which they obviously they got newer weapons, of course, but the ships and shit, they're all outdated compared to what the missiles capabilities Iran got. And again, they got missiles for days. The dude said it. One of the top generals, he said, yeah, we can go at it for years. How much missiles y'all got?
And then to consider, okay, you taxpayers been paying all this, so the government can keep funding into the military, into that department to advance the weapons. So where all the money go? Because it didn't. Yeah, exactly. It didn't go. Exactly. It didn't go to the military. How people should be? Why is our military outdated? Well, haven't we been paying funding for that, taxes and stuff? Why is it outdated? Nobody can answer that question.
Yeah, they're missing
millions.
millions.
Yeah.
Like this shit just grew legs and walked away. The fuck? But hey, and another thing is their defense missiles are depleted. The DAD systems from last time, they didn't restock like Iran did, like Russia doing.
Sending the money in, sending the money out.
Read the next verse. This is what they've been doing while America's been bullshitting and giving free aid to Israel.
Yeah.
Verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about.
That's what we see happening. Hell, this is the biggest buildup of Navy and Air Force ships since 2003. What did they out there for?
Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Yeah, the Middle East. That's where this buildup is happening. This is where missiles are literally flying as we speak. The whole airspace is closed. It's not safe to be flying right now. in the Middle East, period. From India all the way to fucking Turkey and Egypt. That whole area is a red zone where missiles are flying. Because again, it's not just Israel in America. Iran is bombing anybody that's involved. They got bases. And they're hitting apartment buildings. They hit a hotel in Dubai. In Dubai, the fucking where the biggest building is. Bam! Which starts happening here.
Real quick, so what's happening is America started a war that it can't fund. They out of money. They can't. They just started a war that they can't afford. That's why it's going to crash the global economy.
Hence why they're gonna do the reset. Oh, we can wipe away we can literally wipe away the debt and keep this war going. It's all at once just by switching them to the new system. Because that's why they're gonna wipe the debt out. You know, just because they've already said it. This one guy was breaking it down. He was like, look, all America has to do is buy such and such of this crypto, and then the market manipulation that has to go up 10x, boom, that they just made the money for the debt. If they buy $1 trillion of such and such, and it goes up 100x, boom, they got the money to cover the debt. That they just print the same shit. They just made it out of thin air. But it's really ultimately to get you onto the new system. That's all. We understand where this is going.
Fast transition.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be quick. They got to do it quick because we already see how this is moving. The Lord is in control of all this. He's not in control of shit, but he knows he's running out of time, so he's coming with great wrath.
Verse 13, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get ye down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for the wickedness is great.
Harvest season is here, man. It's time to get the show on the road. There's no going back. They've already tried peace talks. Oh, to come to the table. For what? That was all a charade anyway. They sent two Amalekites to go negotiate with Iran. Come on, bro. Yeah, I forgot what the guy's name, the other guy, but Jared Kushner was one of them. And I forgot another fucking small hatter was there. Geneva.
Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
There you go, man. Multitudes. And again, more and more soldiers are going to be sent. I wouldn't be surprised if they're telling soldiers right now, hey, man, listen, you got 2-week notice. Y'all about to be deployed. Calling back niggas that just retired. Hey, nigga, you going to have to strap them boots back up. And then once the first waivers go, hey, it's your duty to serve your country. And no one's going to want to do that shit, especially with the shit show America's in right now, with the division, Trump talking out of his ass left and right, just making shit up on the fly and people eat it up. But guess what? So they're going to have to force, just like that idiot, I'm not going to fight. Okay, when that white van pulls up, puts a bag over your head.
Nigga had the audacity to say it's a choice. No, it ain't.
You don't know shit.
When they send you that letter, or they physically come knocking on that door and say, hey, we've been writing you, what's up?
You go to a camp if you don't.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to be a political...
In prison.
Yeah, you're going to be a prisoner. Just ask Cashless Clay.
Yep. Muhammad Ali.
You think it's a choice. Yeah, your choice is going to be, you get in the goddamn van and we'll beat the shit out of you. That's going to be the choice. You're a traitor. And then they're probably going to start chipping them up, too. So, and it's here, man. It's coming quick.
Yeah.
Things are speeding up. These motherfuckers walking around clueless as hell.
Yeah.
Don't know what the hell's about to happen. Come Monday, life as you know it might change real quick.
Hey, because the only thing they need over here now with that war going on is a false flag event.
Exactly, yeah.
Over here in America. I pay sense.
Yeah.
Tell it, man, that's all they need.
Yeah, T-attack, the cyber attack. These people are walking around with no spiritual clock. They don't know what time it is. That's why they don't know about World War III. They don't know about these conflicts because they're not measuring the time. It just looks normal to them. But that coexists aside with the vision of the Lord because it said the day shall come as a thief in the night. It's coming unexpected to those who sleep.
Yeah, there's always been wars, really. But they never on this level. Again, this is World War. All the major powers are involved in war as we speak. So hey, you young able men gotta be ready to go to the World War III.
Moist boys.
Yeah.
That's for bros.
Moist
Yeah.
boys, man.
That's for bros.
Hey, but this This is society that's got to go to war.
Yeah.
A bunch of moist
Yeah,
boys.
exactly. Feminine. These are these niggas with the skinny jeans and nigga looking in the mirror at the gym, staring at him. But hey,
Smoking a
you
vape
know,
all day.
go be all you can be and defend your country.
Low testosterone.
Yeah.
That's why they gonna fold when they go.
Full of soy.
Everybody will shoot themselves.
Oh yeah, well like in Russia, the motherfuckers was breaking their legs, not just so that don't worry.
Oh, you remember you brought out that article about the ship? They
clogged the
they
toilets
clogged
up.
the toilets up. Purpose. We thinking it was just a raggedy ship.
No.
No, they clogged the toilets up purposely because they don't want to go to that water, man.
They thought they were gonna turn that boat around because the toilets are
Y'all
clogged.
niggas shit outside the boat. Let that shit laying out in the ocean.
It's the real army.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, tough it up, nigga. You think you gonna have a toilet when you in the hole in the desert somewhere? You'll be shitting yourself in that
It's
thing.
too expensive to turn around.
Yeah.
You know how much money it take to operate that thing? That's how you know this shit about to go down. Because that's costing a lot of money
To
to
send
send
out
all of
more
that shit over there.
That's
bro.
taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
Hey, you would think they run off of strawberries? No, they take fuel to move them ships.
So
And it ain't
that's-
just one ship, it's a whole fleet. You know?
The Gerald Ford ship is nuclear powered.
So that's why it basically it's again they started a war that they can't find it.
They cap the cost.
Yeah. But they're gonna be put in a position to where
They gotta
now they just gotta go. That's what's gonna make it blow up there. The Lord is mating you.
Yes.
Man.
Well, the least of the flock drew them out.
Yeah.
You got drawn into what Israel wanted, which ultimately is with the elites. But nonetheless, the Lord is the one doing it. Led your ass. No, and then, but again, that's the pride. Oh, we're the greatest military, and yeah, maybe if it's a one-on-one, now you about to get jumped in the alley. You know, all these people gonna start hopping out of the woodworks, and Trump's been going around making enemies of everybody, even in his own allies. Mexico or Cuba, you better watch out. You're next. And they don't need ships over there in the Middle East to come and do it. They got, helicopters that'll pull up, real quick, get the job done. They saying the Cuban government's done. It's only a matter of days, and then we'll see what this whole thing with Mexico. But everything right now is all about Iran. The Epstein files don't exist no more. The undisclosed alien files don't exist. But good. That's what we want. Everybody's eye on World War. And the tensions ain't gonna simmer down. And if they did kill the prime minister, expect more and more retaliation from Iran and all their proxies and the sleeper agents they got, sleeper cells they got here in America. Whether they Chinese, Iranian, there's whole systems they got out here, man.
Real quick, the war that Iran is about to go to again, they had 20 years to prepare and fund that and to build up an arsenal. But the only thing they did was made small tweaks to their military. But they literally built building a football team. Like what the dude that played for the Ravens, the one Jake that 1 year, the black dude that played for the Ravens, the quarterback.
Oh, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, like they built like the whole basically line on him, to run that.
Build it around
To
here.
build it around him. So basically,
Brady in Tampa.
yeah, so basically like Iran's army was like built, their military was built for this war with America. They just been progressing, just taking in information. Cause they knew that y'all was coming for them. Eventually it was gonna
Yeah,
come.
they got caves and tunnels, miles and miles full of weapons ready to go. And they can be armed instantly. Dry that motherfucker right out the mountain and start shooting.
Missile cities. And while these other nations were preparing for war, America was gathering up greed. They've been outsourcing.
Digging that debt hole.
Yep.
A corporation. It's a company, man. That's it. That the elites generated a lot of revenue out of,
It was time to pay the piper. America's over, man. This is it. This is the end of it. And that's why the Lord's forcing his hand, man. But again, they had this planned out months in advance. They knew that they were going to strike Iran. It was only a matter of time. But that backfired on them waiting so long because they just gave them more time to replenish what they needed to do. You know, and move things around. And get more from China and Russia. Wait till they start using those fighter jets that they recently got. It was far superior than what Esau got, or what America got right now.
Everybody been studying you, America. You've been studying, bro. You the center. They know how you move. They know how you operate. That's why they build a whole team just to basically combat against you. BRICS, financially. Russia, the military. You know, China really, you know, the financial, like, king of all of them. Then Russia, the military, like, bro. They build a beautiful system. That's the Lord doing that, bro.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 28. Behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots.
What's it called? Ishmaelites. All right, the wild man, which they still hate you, Americans. They have a pure hatred for you. So again, these nations they don't care if America got bases on there. They're gonna slowly start turning from them. Then next thing you know, the common folk, all right, the people, the militias are gonna start attacking the bases. They're gonna start attacking bases. And what you gonna do? You already emptied it. There's only a few people left to defend it. They're being hit with missiles, so it's gonna be, you know, anything you left behind, just like in Afghanistan, it's gonna be their weapons now. Why do you think Afghanistan was able to go to war with Pakistan just a couple of days ago? Because they all that military equipment America left. They got tanks, they got helicopters, and they ain't paid for none of that.
And it said, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. And you have something known as the Gulf Cooperation Council, which is Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE.
Yeah, which is all being attacked by Iran right now.
Yep.
Saudi oil fields on fire, so that's going to spike oil even more.
And who do you think is going to blame, or who do you think they're going to blame for the Iran attack? They ain't going to blame Iran, because where they're targeting is the American bases in these places.
Get your shit out of here.
Right, because you just had they had the foreign minister for Iran on the news, and they were interviewing him, and one of the things he said was that the first thing after those attacks, Iran got calls from Saudi Arabia, Kuwait. They got calls from those leaders from those countries calling Iran. Why weren't they calling Israel? Because they don't give a damn. Because they know that the reason why all this shit was now about to begin was because of these two nations, Iran and Israel and America.
And a lot of them close their airfields to America, so they say, nah, you can't launch an attack from here. Well, now you're going to have to push them out if you don't want Iran to stop attacking. And then what? They don't run them countries anyway. Shit. Iraq and Syria, they're war-torn. But now, and remember, America went and invaded them to bring freedom and stabilization. And here it is 20 years later, it's worse off.
Yep.
So Iran's going to be different? Please.
Yeah, that's why, again, it's about money. Because that's what America does. They destroy your infrastructure.
To destroy and rebuild, it takes money.
And they just never invested. It was a failed project. Afghanistan was a failed project. Iraq was a failed project. You know what I'm saying? They got in there, whatever resources were, they liquidated it, and they fucking left it alone. How you just now those people all fucked up, they got no government body. Now you just completely went there and destroyed the whole country.
Yeah, militias running wild. You know, because you got all kind of militaries that are fighting each other in Syria. Now that's happening in Mexico with the cartel. There's more than one cartel. Just like you got more than one, you know, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, there's different factions. And but who introduced that to them? The wars did.
All because of money.
Yep.
You know, that's why you have like little situations where they over-resource, little guerrilla warfare. Then you got a gun salesman, a private contractor coming and selling him guns, man. All that shit they put in the movies, all that shit is real, and that's why it's follow the money.
Yeah, they don't
You
make
know?
the military themselves don't build nothing. They don't build the tanks. They don't build the bullets. They don't make the guns. All that shit is a plot. By government contracts. Which that's the people that make the most money is the military industrial complex. They make trillions in war.
Verse 30. Also the Carmanians raging in wrath.
The Iranians,
I gotta pull over real
which
quick.
they're raging right now. That's, if he did die, the supreme leader, Ayatollah, which is the highest, he's pretty much like the priest of Iran, the high priest of Iran, because they do have a president, but he's over him. They're raging right now, man. Oh yeah, they're paid coups, and there people in Iran that ain't trying to get rid of nobody, man. That's all fucking propaganda and Mossad agents. Pay people to riot in the streets. They do that here. They ain't gonna do it over there. Shit.
Hey, real quick, just to say something about that. When I looked up, I asked ChatGPT about how did Iran stop Starlink, and Chat went into it. And it's like basically he had some military grade jammers that basically stops that signal. It interrupts it. Like it was like military grade. Like Chat went into it like they like that, cyber warfare, whatever. Like y'all not sleeping with, y'all not dealing with the regular Afghan or Iraq, bro.
Not just sheep herders, camel herders and shit. These niggas, they got technology. They got whole cities over there, That's the image that America has painted, that these dudes are just, they got a little mud block with a metal roof sheet, and you got niggas working some 1940s radio trying to get it to work. Like,
in a cave with some
Like Iron Man, yeah.
Iron.
Nah, man, they got. Actually Iran's huge. They got desert, mountains, all kind of land, different terrain.
Real quick, I typed into Google Carmanians, and it says the Carmanians were a fierce, warlike people from the ancient Persian province of Carmania, modern-day Kerman, Iran.
So yeah, these are the same Iranians, the Persians, man.
Persians, yeah.
Ancient Persians that ruled at one point, man. And they knew how to fight wars, but now they got to update it to Esau's war tactics,
And real quick, I always like to say that's because the Lord put a spirit on it. Iran's gonna win this war because the Lord prophesied it, like that they was gonna fuck y'all up, not like completely just overcome America,
they're gonna
but
be able to stand.
yeah, they're gonna be able to stand. So it's the spirit of the Lord on them. That's why we understand this all so well. So it's not about I'll make this quick point. You got it. It's not about because they the biggest military, they strong, whatever. But bro, when someone's more powerful than you, quicker than you, advantage, you beat them by strategy. That's how you beat a stronger or a faster opponent. It's a strategy. You got a strategy, and that's how you beat him? He's too big, and but I know he does this, and I know he does that, so I did this, and
And they got a guard. It's Russia.
yeah.
And not to mention, they're fighting over there.
You're gonna fight on their backyard. That didn't work out the first couple times. You keep going to the same desert and losing.
Yeah, how many times has Esau been over there and never won war? He had to withdraw from Afghanistan. He didn't get shit done with Iraqi Operation Iraqi Freedom. Desert Storm, the Dawn Wars.
Syria.
Going back to the 70s with Afghanistan, they lost that too. They can never beat these people, and the scriptures describe them as a wild man. You can't beat these wild people out there, man. Look what happened in Vietnam.
Yep.
You went over to a foreign country to go try to fight, and your ass had to go hightailing it out of there because you couldn't do what you wanted to. Yeah, you were getting your ass tore up.
Yeah, America's not built for that conventional warfare.
Right.
And the thing about it is, that's a mirror of Esau. Remember when they went into attack the Maccabees, the terrain of the mountains, pretty much home court advantage is what got those Grecians destroyed.
It wasn't until they tried to go toe-to-toe in the open field that Jake lost.
Yep.
But aside from that, the open field battle is fighting in the air or fighting out in the ocean. That's the open field modern. Yeah. That's why Esau is able to control the earth, because he has the power over it in the sky and in the sea. But when it comes to boots on the ground and fighting in terrain, you can't.
Because how do you get here? There's this mighty military, right, with all this equipment getting killed by niggas in the desert. They got AKs, that's it, and some RPGs. Y'all getting ambushed left and right. I thought y'all got drones and all these satellites. How the hell you get ambushed in the middle of the desert? Niggas, that's because they know the terrain. They hiding in the, blending in with the rocks.
Yeah.
Got the IEDs that Trump was talking about. But guess what? You're gonna have to put because if they want to do what they want to do, they're gonna have to put boots in the ground eventually. And that they've already had a plan going back to 2005, coming in from different countries as per John, coming in through Iraq. All right, Kuwait,
From the, that Gulf there, the Gulf of Oman, I believe.
Once you set boots on the ground, that changes the war completely.
and that's when they're gonna meat grinders gonna, and they're gonna be getting humbled out there.
Down. When the boots hit the ground, it's
Oh,
over, bro.
you in their territory. Now you gotta, it's gonna be like the Hunger Games. You trying to figure out how to survive in a strange land. But it just
And there's nobody, you win, the British, they ain't coming to help like they did in Iraq. It's you and Israel, and Israel ain't gonna send no troops, most likely. They gonna let America do that. They gonna defend their own, their own, that ain't their land, but you know what I mean. They're gonna defend their borders. The average idiot out here is gonna go die a horrible death. Trying to get his legs blown off and just and then his friend comes to hold his hand, nigga's legs is gone. Can't feel the legs because they're not there.
I want to go home.
Go ahead.
That's one of the most important resources there is gonna come into play, which is the human body.
Exactly.
You gotta go out there, bro.
You can only shoot because if you can't waste all your missiles and not accomplish it. You gotta put the people in there, man.
Trump set the stage for that with that speech he did last night when he said that there are going to be lives that are going to be lost.
And
What does that mean?
Who knows? He might be talking about one of them ships they're gonna let go. Because that'll be an even more catalyst. Yeah, they sink the whole goddamn ship.
Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
now
Well,
we
what the
go
fuck you doing over there then? Because at least Pearl Harbor was in Hawaii. What you do? That shit get blown. You at war? What do you expect? But they're gonna make a whole show out of it. Just speaking as a man.
And only way they won at what? They had to drop.
And attack first.
And a lot of people died.
They had to drop a nuke in order to end that war, bro.
Atomic bomb, yeah.
Fuck it, you're right. Atomic bomb. They had to drop the atomic bomb. There is a big
Justify it,
difference.
yeah.
There is a big difference between
Yeah,
a nuke and an atomic bomb.
And you're gonna have a front seat for them to see the difference. Yeah, but that thousands died. And that'll be justified. Now we gotta go full-fledged, boots on ground, because they killed all those brave American soldiers. They have a moment of silence for the fallen Muppets. Now it's war. I can picture it now. Trump get on there, breaking news, state of the address. The president addresses the nation.
At 11 o'clock at night.
Now every channel is gonna show it.
That's why it's gonna be a civil war, but y'all gonna know it's bullshit.
And people don't want to go to war anyway. They better say they didn't want to. MAGA said they didn't want to go to war with Iran. Well, guess what? He's still doing it. And all you MAGA supporters and people that gun-toed Edomites, hey man, go defend your country that you love so much.
And think about these Edomites. They know politics. So they know what war Iran entails. Nukes. They're smart and they into that. Jake not into that politics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the average Edomite that went to college or went to high school,
Military or something.
Exactly, military, they know basic politics and what going to war in Iran entails. World War. You can tell Jake about World War III. Jake would be like,
I'm not gonna go fight.
what are you talking about? They don't know what that entails. Like they don't know the build up and the lead up. Like that's bad, bro.
Again, this hasn't happened since the 30s, right? 40s when they dropped the nukes. So it's been 80 plus years since World War. So people don't understand what happens to the whole world when all these nations are at war. Everything is about to go to shit.
Everything starts getting rationed because the military got to get fed. The military got to keep getting fuel.
They might have running blackouts. We got to, conserve energy. Because to go to war, you need a lot of energy, and they just blocked the Strait of Hormuz, burning Saudi oil fields down. So, we took our Venezuela oil. That ain't gonna do shit for you.
China not sending no food here. You at war with them. What part don't you people fucking understand, bro? Nobody's sending shit here.
You're making enemies in Mexico, and a lot of shit comes from Mexico, food-wise, fruits, vegetables, which you people don't need anyway. But guess what?
Car parts.
Yeah, everything that really is important into America, man. You people are gonna find out the hard way.
This is an import nation. This is America don't export shit.
Yeah. I got a quick one. Because America is pretty much made a slave. The Lord, through the Spirit, got these devils burning down their own house. And that's a fool. That's the conduct of a foolish woman. The scriptures talk about in Proverbs. But real quick, this is Isaiah 47 and 1 in the G&T. The Lord, Yahweh Shai, says, Babylon, come down from your throne and sit in the dust on the ground.
And this place is already the city of confusion. It's called Babel. You know? And hey, America has lost its throne. It's no longer fear like it used to be.
That's right.
That's why you got all these nations choosing sides. And a lot of them are leaving the America's side. Whether they come out publicly and said it or not. But America is losing allies by the day. And then guess what? Russia's gaining them.
Yeah.
Russia and China, people would rather side with them now because they're not going around blowing people up. Well, other than Ukraine, but you don't know what's wrong with them.
Yeah.
Where we gonna put our money at and trust where we can be financially stable? Because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
While we move away from the dollar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they've already got a solution for that. Now we see it unfolding.
Yeah, and it's a few things that placed in America to be in that throne position, which we know it to be their military might, which is shitty now as the elders and brothers is expounded on through the Spirit, right? Even though they do have a strong military, right? But compared to the other superpowers, it's a whole different dynamic and a different war to expect that's going to unfold with this conflict, right? We know their money gave them that leverage and that position over these kingdoms, right? Their fiat currency, all right? Their petrodollar agreement that they established with Saudi Arabia. But however, Saudi Arabia didn't renew that contract, and now they're more so siding with the BRICS nation, right? And what else? Their religion, their religious branch, all spoken about in Revelation 16 chapter.
Muslim nations.
Yep. You know? So now this place is done, man. I'll finish it.
Yeah, that's right. And that's why they're going, like Trump said, they're going out guns blazing. And then Trump should have shown that. He's the man that did the job. He's going after everybody. He's like, what's his name? Alonzo, training day. Trump out here putting case on everybody. If you don't play ball, the beast, that beast is going to come upon you, man. That whore that rides upon the beast, all right? She coming down with great wrath on these people, man. You'll see in these next couple weeks, you're going to see how Trump keep turning up. Fight multiple fronts. Iran, Cuba, Mexico. And who's going to defend Taiwan now? China going to take them with ease.
Oh, yeah.
Just walk in there.
They're already surrounded.
Too stretched thin.
Yeah. And that's showing you what? That America is Rome 2.0. They fall in the same way. You know? I can finish this?
Hey, but at the end, it's going to be their own allies. It's going to be their undoing.
To burn her with fire.
Because Rome was fighting, but they were fighting other countries. That, you know, you had as far as the east, and then came those allies that came and completely
They said the hell with it, yeah. Fuck the Caesar. Fuck Rome. We do our own thing. Send them troops over here. We're going to kill them too.
So, finishing off, Isaiah 47 and 1 in the G&T, and the top says, judgment on Babylon. The Lord says, Babylon, come down from your throne and sit in the dust on the ground. You were once like a virgin, a city unconquered, but you are soft and delicate no longer. You are now a slave.
America's about to be ravished. All right? America has never been, attacked on the mainland outside of 9/11, which we know that was a inside job anyway. But it's never been had foreign troops here on the ground. Well, guess what? They're already here. They're walking amongst you, standing behind you at Walmart, waiting for that call. And that, guess what? They've probably already been activated. They probably have set things in motion already. You see unmarked U-Haul trucks driving around, niggas speaking shit. Look like he just came out of the Taliban. Well, they already got their plans. And now they're probably moving around. As I was saying, avoid big gatherings of people because that's exactly what they're looking for. Events, you know, get together, whatever, you know. You're gonna see, man, it's gonna be, and it's most likely gonna start in downtown, so, you know, shit blowing up downtown. People running around like chickens with no heads.
They're gonna have these MK Ultra people snap. Get into, hey, what was one of them? What was that damn movie with Will Smith? Where they had or not Will Smith, Manchurian with Denzel, where they called his name, called his name to activate.
Yeah, activate it. That's it. It's called hypnosis. It's not. They've been doing this for. It's a public record. They do this.
Yeah, the military programs. They got paperwork on them about those programs being, being instituted.
Yeah, they were in the Epstein files.
Yep.
Yeah, it was in the Epstein files. But now, everybody forgot about the Epstein files.
Oh yeah.
Now it's all about the boogeyman. Oh my God.
Epstein could walk down the streets right now and nobody would care.
Which supposedly somebody already seen the nigga walking around Israel.
The beard.
Yeah, the beard and long hair.
Angeline.
Yeah, Canada, yeah, Quebec.
With her brother, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, creepy
Other
nigga.
Maxwell dude. They
But
were, huh?
you think they dead?
Who's that?
Yeah, you said good day, she said.
And then she like kind of wiggling, huh? Like,
How that's not me. He said, what did he say? I used to order pizza, or I used to deliver pizza for you guys, some shit like that.
Children. Finishing off 2 Ezra 15 and 30. Speaking again on the Iranians. Also, the Carmanians raging in wrath.
Which they call them, they still to this day call themselves Persians. Iran is an acronym. It's Islamic Republic and nation, some shit like that. Arabic nations, some Islamic State, Arab nation, some shit like that.
Shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood.
So they're going forth all right. They ready. They was waiting. They was prepared for this.
And here in Florida, people know the attitude of a wild boar, how aggressive they are.
They kill you.
Right.
Them motherfuckers, they got the tusk.
Yep.
Your dog is definitely gonna get killed by one of them.
Yep. And that's how the scriptures is describing these Persians, man. And it says, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians.
Yeah, that's what's happening, man. They're in battle, and they bombing the shit out of people.
America's the modern day Assyria.
And they're not. They could do this all day. Just keep sending missiles. Cheap. Some of them don't even have shit in them. They just use as a distraction for to overload the defense systems. Yeah.
Verse 31, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn them, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them.
Yeah, so these Arab nations that have been fighting each other, they're gonna come together. You know, the Shia Muslims and the Sunni, they're all gonna come together, man, against this devil.
You're gonna have the upper hand, like the scriptures say.
Because now you're outnumbered, because there's only one ally in the Middle East, really, and it's Israel, and they're surrounded. So imagine if all the Arab nations come together.
And that's what that economist was saying. That was Iran, Israel was like it would be the worst place to be in the economic collapse. That what's called? He's economic, fucking economic. Like he's like very like the words
he's
he
an
used.
economist.
Yeah, like he's like damn like extra. I forgot exactly what the channel called, but he's like basically that would be one of the worst places to be. And he said because America will be too busy, you know, out with other things, and then basically they'll be surrounded. Like they want have like
will come in.
Yeah,
Nothing
sent to them and shit, you know.
Not because the nations around them import shit to Israel. So the only way to import something would be through ship, which they could just blow that the smithereens, the Hezbollah, all right. And Houthis already showed that they have capabilities to do that.
That's why they resorting to going out of Argentina, trying to get land and get property over there because they know that place is fucked. You know.
Yeah, they know it's gonna be destroyed.
Yeah.
All them fucking small hats parading around the cities and shit. They're gonna be destroyed. Tel Aviv is gonna be burned down. They already started hitting it. Tel Aviv and Hospa, I think it was. And so I can't wait to see the footage tonight. You know, the sky's lit up with missiles. They already shot one hypersonic one already. So again, this is just going to continue to escalate. Whether it's going to be full-fledged right away, it's to be determined. But it ain't going back. It ain't no the hands in the cookie jar. Yeah, more.
This is Jeremiah. No, that was in on that one. This is Jeremiah, chapter 51. And I'll start at verse verse 50, or chapter 50. Jeremiah 50 and 22. The sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?
Yeah, that's how people can do it. Look, America policed the earth. They dropped weapons of mass destruction. They had they were the bully on the block. But ultimately, they're going to be destroyed. Why? Because all these nations are going to come up against her. That's what the Lord is stirring up right now. That's why Trump's the perfect man for the job. That's why we see this place crumbling quickly, because he's doing everything that the prophecies end up at. You know, he's making enemies of his own allies. He's attacked the Persians that Russia's prophesied to come to the defense of. And the system for the market of beasts is already here. People are actually walking around with it, buying things with it. So we're here. We're at the end. It's going to escalate real quick, and a lot can happen in one day. How much more a week? Shit, and that blood moon's coming, the third, I think, too late. The planets aligning
Tonight.
You're gonna be able to see it at sunset.
And four of the 7 that are lining up.
You'll be able to see. So hey, the signs of the heavens are here. The signs of the times are here. All right, the prophecies are speaking loud and clear. But again, look, you would think people would be, frantic right now. Yeah, it was like, what the fuck is going on? People, well, I don't see too many young people out today. I see a bunch of old Edomites walking around and shit, but they're ready to die, so they don't give a fuck. Yeah, whatever. They was probably around in World War II. As a little kid. But else, nobody lining up to go to the club. Usually we see Lambos and all kinds of shit out here. People must be broke. Better be saving up. Because to drive that Lambo ain't going to be free real soon. You're going out for a cruise.
Says, how has Babylon become a desolation amongst the nations? And that's what ultimately is going to become the state of America. It's going to be a desolation.
Wilderness.
And the land of Israel. The Israelis over there, they're going to become desolate.
All that region's going to be blown up. Because that little state of Israel is tiny. That's not what the Bible calls Israel. They ain't got a fraction of the land. What a loser. You claim to be the people of the Lord, you don't even got the land that the Lord gave you.
Promise to Abraham.
You got Judea, not even all of it.
You thought that story wasn't that story that you told the world?
Right.
That the H hollow.
Yeah. The Halloween?
It's been basically publicized throughout the whole planet Earth. Was supposed to start from a little small story to get the locals to believe that shit. You told that same story to the whole fucking world. Not the whole world. You see them in the chats. They like,
bullshit.
They've
gone through so much.
Yeah, they like.
But then you got those that are privy to it.
Yeah, everybody breaking it down.
I wonder if that museum out there in St. Pete's still open.
Right.
Okay.
The Auschwitz Museum. Yeah. You're gonna have to go see them. How much I gotta pay? $5.
People are gonna be throwing rocks through those front doors.
See, they gotta pay you to go look at lies. Yeah.
Right.
It's charging
6 million ways to die.
They bring out the calculator, they're gonna fucking call the police on you. Start crunching the numbers.
Hey, wait a minute. The scripture says Israel's innumerable.
Oh man.
That's the sand of the sea, but somehow they numbered it down to exactly 6 million.
Cremated.
Yeah, not 601, not 5,999,000.
Which that's all been redacted or revised. But people still believe it's 6 million. Even they themselves have come out and say, now, it was maybe 2 million. That's a lie. All that shit's a lie. What about all the Chinese and Russians that died? Where's their museum?
Let me show you, they funded all that shit.
They created the propaganda. Who you think paid for news? That's when it started. That propaganda was during World War II.
Hey, that's why Germany's so quick to turn their back towards America, because they still to this day are having to pay for all that shit.
Exactly.
They paying back those small hats.
Restitution,
Restitution for that shit. And they had to give up what was that? Either all their gold, they had to give up some that they had that they
military or something.
Yeah, well, I think they're military. They couldn't have a military for a while. But now they got it back. But they were one of the first ones to leave fucking the EU.
Everyone's going to turn to Russia. That's the only Russia and China. They can't trust in America. What, America's going to give them natural gas? Well,
They got to make decisions because that's fucking up economies. People are dying. You know, so when they make that move with Russia, they ain't gonna be like, oh no, they gonna really make that fucking move, bro.
yeah, and all the immigrant problem they got, a bunch of Muslims. There could be attacks all through the West, landing on Iran. But that's their new boogeyman.
Says verse 24, I have laid a snare for thee. Thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware.
Yeah.
And that's what they just fell into, a trap.
Because at least of the flock drew them out to it. They fell right into the hands of, ultimately, the Lord fell into the hands of the Lord.
Because ultimately, it's the small hats who are orchestrating this. They want this world war because that's how they're going to usher in their new world order. Out of the midst of the state.
One world. We got, and then again, they're going to come together, all right, to fight the Lord. All right, when he returns. But that's why the Lord's he's gathering them now. Get your hands bloody. You know, start killing each other, and then when he return, the day the earth stood still. Everybody's gonna come together. Say we must fight against this foreign invader. And here it is, the devil's gonna tell you after he's done bombing his shit out of you and killing your children, and now he's gonna say, let's hold hands and fight the aliens. The elect ain't falling for that, man. These people will. They're gonna eat that shit up. They just like they eating up. Oh yeah, average person out there, you asking about Iran, they're gonna think these niggas are terrorists. What have they done to you or anybody? Anybody that has been affected by that?
These monstrous nations.
You see what they do to their people? Do you see what they do to you people here in America? To me.
Trump laying that shit out well, like the propaganda. Finally, you'll be free from that tyrannical government. And like, damn, bro.
Russian people.
They were talking about that. They were asking questions about the protests. He's like, do you think after this bombing, do you think now Iran will stop killing its people? He was like, well, it's funny. He's like, because you got this word is getting pushed out here that our people are against the country, but you had 20 million people who voted for the regime to stay in place. So he's like, how are the people against it, but the majority? He's like, yeah, you got a few people that complain.
Yeah, every country gonna find that, right?
But you had the majority of people who were backing up the regime. Why? Because that's who they wanted in office. Same thing with Venezuela. Maduro didn't get out of office because the people voted his ass in. Because that's who they wanted.
But since America didn't,
Get Guaido in there.
well, they don't accept him as he's illegitimate. According to who? The motherfuckers got voted in. So I guess Trump is illegitimate.
Yeah.
Well, bro, this is a shit show. Americans are through. Now you've been dragged into a whole conflict, war. This isn't a one-day operation, Operation. What do you call it? Operation some
Epic
fury.
Epic Fury.
What the fuck? Who comes up with it?
Blind Fury.
Going in there with
Blind.
Great Wrath. That's what they called it. Operation Great Wrath.
Going in there blindly.
Yeah. Blind Fury. He's going in there doing flurries. But he didn't account for the flurries coming back.
Right.
But again, this is all a theater. It's all a show. And again, just expect through the spirit, one of them ships gonna get hit, sunken to the bottom of the ocean.
The Mediterranean. Or the
one
Gulf of Suez.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be the one closer to the Iran.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. You remember the battle with Leonidas and his men where they got between the little small part?
Yeah.
Battle
The hot gates.
Yeah, that was the battle of the mountain.
Yeah,
Democracy, right? So that's like Iran in the middle of that. They don't need a big navy no more. They just gotta control that little strait right there, and they gonna take out all those men.
And remember, they got proxies. According to Esau, they got proxies. Hezbollah, the Houthis, Hamas.
Which got control of the other strait
Exactly.
on the other side
The
of
Red
Saudi
Sea.
Arabia.
Yeah. So they got it covered.
They're on down. Try to bring them big ass ships through there.
Y'all want to fuck with us? We're gonna fuck with you in a different way.
Yeah, and it's gonna affect the whole global economy.
And that's how it's going to turn into a global war. Right now, it's still in that region, but it's going to turn into a global war when all these other nations start getting hurt and they start feeling it, and America puts it in their ear, hey, it's their fault. Come join us. And then that's how they're going to end up getting drawn into the war as well and hate the war eventually. Because they're going to be like, yo, you got us involved in this bullshit, and it was ultimately your fault. You and these fucking small hats.
These rats, which everybody's already hating.
Right.
You know, they're the most despised people on the planet. Even their own people, Edomites hate them.
Yep.
And you talk about black on black crime, you got an Edomite on Edomite crime shit. They're doing it worse. Shit. They left you out here to beg for crumbs like the niggas. That's why, again, Esau, he's being made bare because his own tongue is falling upon him. He's exposing himself. All this shit about small hats being exposed and Zionists and all this history is being, forged. It's all coming out. So you know what they got to do? They just got to go back. Since deception ain't working like it used to, they got one option is to lean on that blessing.
These are the end of days.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's coming.
The war that started.
It's here.
Right.
It's here.
Armageddon.
Sir, the war of Armageddon has begun.
Yeah, the Armageddon one in the Hebrew meaning the mountain of truth.
And that's said they're going to be done in the valley of decision. It has already begun. Missiles are flying as we speak. Literally.
That's how we know you people are completely asleep, because again, you don't know what just started. Bro. The mass of the people, they've been so dumbed down, they don't know what that entails. Oh, it's World War. Oh, okay, yeah. Bro, World War III.
I got bills to pay.
You should be asking yourself, Waka, what do I do to not die?
This nigga still handing out parking tickets. Send this nigga to Iran. Shit.
Send him first in
In that
line.
front line, no helmet, no gun, just put that nigga in the front with a flag and let him be the drummer. As the motherfuckers march,
I hope he get
first in line. I'm gonna put in a good word for him. Say, hey, that's the guy you need right here.
You know, hope he an Israelite, because boy, he come across Gms Tampa in the kingdom, boy, he gonna get some lashings. It says, verse 24, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord.
Yeah, by taking the Lord's chosen people, by fighting against him with all his philosophies, calling himself, he's saying he is the Most High. And Trump said, Trump he has a God complex. I can do whatever I want. Only my own conscience, my own morality stops me. Oh yeah, the border peace. At the speech he said, yeah, I can do pretty much anything I want to these countries. He thinks he's the Most High. Yeah? But Esau in general thinks like that. With his science and his pseudoscience and evolution.
He should start spoken about it.
Yeah.
Because he's got the power to say whatever he wants.
Well, remember he's the cameraman. Nigga's a fucking celebrity, Yeah, he's an actor, man, and he's doing a great job.
He follows the T. He follows the script to a T.
Yeah. You know when he goes off script, there'll be a bunch of random shit. Like I know they didn't type that nigga.
Yeah, you watch the State of the Union when he stops looking at the sides and he starts looking forward and shit. Yeah, it's for him just like
shooting
that
for the hip.
What's that term?
Improv.
Improv. He's going off the dome.
Yeah. When he makes a joke, that shit was not on there. On the teleprompter.
Verse 25. The Lord hath opened his armory and has brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
And what Trump just did, what America just did, is leading to that armory being opened up. And again, that's the weapons of the Lord. That's his weapons of indignation.
And those weapons have already been presented.
Yep.
Everyone came to the party and they said, look what we got.
They parade them around, have parades. Well, see, why don't Trump remember the military parade they did Biden, they parade no nukes down Pennsylvania Avenue. Russia and China, they do that. Got a whole fucking nuke cruising down the street. You know, and meanwhile, they got retards marching around. Yeah. Yeah, fucking nukes hopping in and out of this shit. I was like, damn, see what the China military showing blew America shit out the water. Like, these niggas are serious. All they had was some Humvees and watching Humvees, a couple of idiots here and there.
It'll show you they fighting for different things. You know what I'm saying? That honor, culture, that's why they're still, you know, traditional.
Yeah, they're in unison. Yeah, they're all in unison, bro.
They fighting for their
country,
their country,
they
their
love
nation.
it.
Here in America,
They don't
you
want-
just fighting for money.
Everyone has their own beliefs. Them niggas in China, they all believe in the same God. They all believe they have the same morals. Yeah, in this American military, there's a bunch of trannies, a Muslim, atheist, a small hat, a Jesus-fearing Christian.
You already know the Muslims in the army, they're gonna get extra watched when they get sent to the military because they're like, yeah, these dudes may turn on us when we out here. They may turn us in. You know, they may
They speak
Arabic. Yeah, they may lay a trap for us.
And I show you too, as the scripture says, a kingdom divided against itself, it should not stand. Because that's what America is. America is divided. These other countries, like brothers is elaborating on, is unified, which unity is a symbolism of strength. Okay? But America, on the other hand, is right for the taking, man.
Nobody is willing to die for their brother next to them. You know, no one's willing to die for their country. The men that went to war in 2003 ain't the same men going to war now. 20 years has gone by. It's like they ain't training them like they used to. Yeah. Now they're just a bunch of wimps in the military.
They don't believe in anything.
They had no other choice. I want to get out of here, so let me just join the military. Like somebody we know. Nigga, fucking South Korea right now, probably getting the pep talk. Hey, listen up, fellas. We will be deployed into the Middle East soon. I just wanted a sign-on bonus. I didn't sign up for this. Well, tough luck. You took the money, now you gotta go fight. And if you didn't take the money, you're still going to fight when they start drafting. And there's gonna be a lot of people. Because again, we read it earlier. These men are gonna die in the wars. And if you're left behind here, you're gonna starve. So it's looking all bad for America right now.
The worst case scenario.
And we're sitting back and laughing. We're gonna laugh.
Rejoicing.
Yeah, we're rejoicing while people are like, why are you laughing? Why are you smiling? You think that's funny? We think it's hilarious. And so does the Lord.
It says, for this is the work of the Lord power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. It says, come against her from the utmost border upon her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly, let nothing of her be left.
Good, man. So they're gonna come ransack them storehouses. All right. Yeah, that's probably the first things they'll start attacking: the energy infrastructure. You know, plants, different plants. They're about to start crumbling people in from the inside out, and then ultimately, the icing on the cake when the Lord returns is going to be nuclear destruction. As they try to fight against the Lord gonna have them missiles shoot off. They don't need nobody to hit the button. All that shit is automated now. AI. Oh, the president gotta give the codes. Nigga, the Lord got the code. He gonna shoot them missiles off. Nobody's gonna have to hit the button. The Lord's gonna do it for them. The angels already shown that they can disarm and arm missiles. Start the countdowns. Niggas panicking, don't know what's happening. I didn't put the key in. It's just started to count down. Because again, this is the weapons of the Lord, the weapons of His indignation. And now we see it's all lining up. This is His war. The Lord created the war of Armageddon. And He's gathering up in His. What does He call it? Yahweh Shabbat. That's where the Lord's going to begin to plead with all nations, judge them. That's why we see what we see going on right now in the Middle East. And why America's moving erratically.
This is Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. until the day that I rise to the prey, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation.
Yeah. And that's what's happening. The Lord's gathering the nations up through this war. So what? So he can judge them. They're not just doing this because they want to free the people in Iran. They're just doing this because the Lord's made them do this. This is prophecy. The countdown for the last days has begun. The Lord's going to return soon. World war has already begun. Life as you know it here in America is going to get drastically different. And not for the best. You're going to have to fight for your next meal very soon. You're going to have to watch your sons and your husbands go to war, never to see them again. There's going to be a lot of women out here to fend for themselves. You're going to get what you ask for. Single and independent. And there's going to be looting, a lot of killing, and a lot of raping. Very soon. Because we could be weeks away from that draft.
They was even talking about drafting women too. So all you big back, wide back bitches.
Yeah, send the studs first. Send them bitches those front line.
Yep, finishing off. It says that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Yeah, so the Lord's judgment's coming to everybody, man. The Lord's putting his spirit on these people to fight each other. From the World War III to the war here that's going to take place here, Civil War. The Lord got the spirit on these people. The spirit's what? Created for vengeance. The Lord is stirring things up for his grand return. But what? It's going to be a shit show. The earth is going to be on fire, figuratively, when the Lord returns. You're going to see how bad it's going to get real fast, globally. Wait till the economy collapse. And guess what? The war's still going to be going on. They got money for the war. Best believe that. They're not going to pause the war because you can't eat. You lost your job, so let's take a break from the war. Oh, if you need some money? You lost your job?
We got time for that.
Get on the boat, my nigga.
Plenty food.
Yeah, you don't got to worry about bills over there.
Yeah.
Dead men don't pay bills. Yeah, more on that?
Nah, that was it.
Okay. Yeah, so man, that's what's coming, man. Bloodshed. All right. Tears. The love of many waxing cold. And again, world war has begun. Famine is starvation, so you can understand, is coming. Rationing, lack of resources. You gotta watch your back at every turn. Not knowing who's a T, you know. Not knowing who's this type of American or that type of American. Now that the Congress, they're talking about, oh, Trump should have said something to us. Trump don't give a damn what the Congress got to say. He don't care what the Senate. He don't care what you people think. Guess what? He's on the Epstein files. He told you what? Move on. It's time to move on. Here we go. They moved on, all right. Probably good.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, and verse 2. It says, for the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations.
Yeah, indignation means righteous anger. The Lord is totally justified in bringing this death and destruction. Because what? The sins of this place have gone to the heavens. The vile, you know, the decrepit nature of these people is too much. That's why it's just normal now. Oh, the Epstein files. It's just normal. That's like niggas watch worse shit than that, beating their meat on Pornhub. So that's why, oh, whatever. Because these people have been over sexualized, you know. So it's nothing. Women out here butt ass naked. Y'all got moles and trannies teaching your children. When wondering why we mad. Why you guys so angry? Meanwhile, there's a 6'8" nigga in a dress. And with high heels on. That's what Iran don't want. That's why they're boogeymen, because they don't play according to the beast system, the West, what they call the West. Which when they say the West, they're talking about the EU, NATO, and America. That's what they mean by the West. Go ahead.
I got a quick one real fast. Because basically speaking on what has happened, right? St. Mark 3:27 says, "No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house."
That's what Amalek did to America. Look at the mighty men. Like I said, these soldiers ain't the same from 20 years ago. Them motherfuckers was willing to sign up. When they saw them towers drop, they motherfuckers was signing up left and right. Man, the recruiting stations are at a deficit. They losing more military men than they're gaining. Nobody want to go fight for America. They don't even believe in America. I didn't vote for this. But you're still gonna go fight though. Meanwhile, these people in these nations you're about to go fight, they're more than willing to go die for their country. And it's an honor to them. But you Americans, shit, you won't even fight for something you believe in. Let alone fight for your country, knowing that you most likely ain't coming back. You know, they go back in the older wars, that these men would make peace with it. You know, hug their families, because they most likely they knew there's a strong possibility you ain't coming back. These motherfuckers don't even want to. World War III, the motherfuckers start walking faster. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight. That's a choice. No, it's not. Who told you that? Who told you it was a choice?
That's what that New Age shit, New Age bullshit philosophy is. My choice.
My
See,
body,
now-
my right.
Yeah, now it's backfiring on you because now they feel as if it's not their duty to go fight for their country, but a choice. Whether when you talk about country and loyalty, right? You basically fought for what you believe in. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody believes in it. These people don't stand for nothing. They don't actually believe anything they talk about or anything that the country's supposedly, stands for. But guess what? Hey, tough times make hard men. And you about to be in some tough times. But those hard men, those mighty men are going to be crying bitterly. All these tough guys out here, man, you're going to be in it crying like a bitch in a corner somewhere very soon. I'll be mocking you with a full stomach. You wondering where your next meal's going to come from. And then you see a bird deliver some food to a brother. We should have went to war. At least your death would have been quick.
Yep, Isaiah 19:3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof.
The American spirit is over. Through. Nobody's got that patriotic spirit. Nobody loves America so much that they're willing to go defend their country.
That wasn't taught. They stopped teaching it.
It's supposed to be, something glorious to be a soldier, come back from war. That's the highest level of honor a man can obtain. Go defend his country and survive and come back. What happens here? They end up on the street corners begging for money.
And the honorable job is a YouTuber.
Yeah, influencer. Yeah, influence what? Stupidity? Because what? Folly is set in great dignity. But again, these are the people that you're going to have to depend on to defend your country. And again, most of the majority of the people in the military are already idiots that just want to play some kind of Xbox or PlayStation. They don't want to go to war. They just want to sit at home and get paid. Or just go to the base. Yeah, because it's fun. It's easy to be in the military when there's no war. But when they strap them boots up, that's what you're in the military for, right? To attack invaders and defend the country. Well, hey, nobody want to be a military man then. But hey, it's coming. It's already
to earn
begun.
those stripes.
Yep.
As they say on 300. No, shields.
Shield, yeah.
You're going to have to earn those shields, man.
Yep.
So you a Marine, proud and a Marine and all that. So everything that shit stood for,
Well, defend it.
go defend that shit.
From the boogeymen that have been trying to persecute you your whole life. Go defend it against them. Because, they drop bombs on America all the time. But they're bumbling idiots. They just do what they're told. Like the brother read, they're dumb. They're just animals. That's how they look goyim. That's how Amalek looks at the soldiers, man. And they look at you American soldiers just like they look at the Iranian soldiers. They don't give a fuck. They just paying for the wars to go on. And this is public record that they fund both sides of the wars. How the hell do you think they got money to buy bombs? Who's paying for this? Billions and billions of dollars on weapons. You thought they just making all these weapons for fun? Shit. There's more weapons, there's more guns in America than people. Well, guess what? The Lord said if you live by the sword, you're gonna die by the sword. And that's what we see in America being destroyed. That's gonna be a normal stench. And, oh my God.
I got a quick
Helps it on
point.
there?
Isaiah 19:3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof.
There's no reasoning. There's no counsel in Babylon. It's all confusion. They don't know. People don't know what the hell's going on. They could, but now everyone's an expert on YouTube. But what about years and years ago when we were telling you these things were going to happen? And now y'all looked at us like we were crazy. But now you're scared to look at the news. While we laughing, you're starting to mourn. Because you know what, they might not fully understand what's happening, but you know what happens when we go to war. Niggas die. People today, as of today, it's only just been almost a day. A lot of people have died already, and that number is just gonna keep rising, and to the point where they stop counting.
It says, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards.
Yeah, that's the average person is gonna go to their, BS philosophies, their idols, the gods that they think are real when they're nothing. You're gonna try to seek answers from your government, from some scholar somewhere, as if he knows what's going on, or maybe your favorite YouTuber. You're gonna go to them for answers, but not to the prophets of the Lord. Which, hey, our job is done. We've already told you everything that's happening, and now it's happening. We've already told you, gave you the message, warned you about the end days. Now it's here. At this point, we're just pointing it out to you. It's no longer future events coming. It's here. Now, there are a couple things that are going to happen. The hour of temptation, the implementation of the mark of the beast globally, the destruction of Babylon, the return of the Lord. Yeah, those things are coming, but the process has already begun. The first stages, the signs of the times are here. The Lord gave us signs to be able to identify, measure the times before he returned. And guess what? Turn on the TV. Open up your phone. Oh, I don't watch mainstream media. Okay, go on TikTok then. Go on YouTube. Go. The information is all out there. The events are publicly known. And guess what? It was written in the scriptures first. We've been out here for years, beginning with our elders, the elder apostles, going back decades, telling you the same thing over and over. World War III, the mark of the beast, America's Babylon the Great, civil unrest is coming, uproars of people, earthquakes, all these things we've been warning everybody about. Nobody believed it. The majority didn't believe it, but guess what? When they say seeing is believing, turn on the TV. And we can show you everything that's happening. We can show you in the Bible where it said it was going to happen. You got a question?
Yeah, I got a question. I asked them, I don't know if you guys are together or something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just had a question. They didn't answer it at all. They said it was like foolish or something.
What's the question?
I'm just curious, man. So I'm curious. Is everyone made in the image of God? Because like the Bible teaches that, but
As in like, well, the sons of God were given his image, meaning the ways, the right ways. Only his people received that. As far as like, everybody's a human, yeah, everybody got two ears, 2 eyes, but only the sons of God were made in his image.
yeah, but it's like imago Deo,
A what?
That's the word. It's just like imago Deo.
Okay, what's it mean?
Image of God.
Okay.
Yeah. But in the sense of like, everyone being able to enter into the kingdom.
No.
No.
Everyone's going to be in the kingdom,
Yeah.
for sure. The kingdom of heaven, everyone's going to be there, but not everyone's going to be rejoicing. That's the difference, because people have a misconception thinking heaven is some mythical place where little babies fly with wings. No, heaven's right here on this earth. So everyone will be, but only the sons of God will reign with the Lord,
Okay.
which are the Israelites.
Real fast, let me get preach. Acts 1:6. When they therefore come together, they asked him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
So it's all about Israel. The servants of the Lord are Israelites. Those that are the meek that will inherit the earth, Israelites.
So, like, no Jews, no Greeks.
Well, the Israelites were Jews. The Jews were Israelites. They come from the tribe, specifically the tribe of Judah. They're Israelites. But these are the names they're going by today. They're not, those people in the land of Israel, those are imposters. That's why there's war over there right now. I'm sure you've seen that this morning, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
Iran.
yeah.
Well,
So-
well, hold on. Because the Lord said once the Israelites get back in that land, there will be no war. So clearly, they can't be the people. These are the people. The Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, those are the true Israelites. The Lord himself, if he was walking around today, he would be considered a so-called Negro
So,
or a black man.
yeah, so let me ask you this. Would you say, what would you say about Galatians 3:28?
Neither Greek nor Jew. Well, those Greeks that I was talking about were Israelites. They just lost through Hellenization during the Greek Empire, they lost their nationality. It was stripped from them. Just like it was beaten out of us, who we were, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, what do they have in common? Slavery, right? Being raped, robbed, and murdered by the same person.
The minorities.
Yeah, the minorities, that's a buzzword they use, but really, we're the majority. Because we're the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans make up the majority of the population here in America.
So, like, this guy right here, he's, are you fully white?
Well, there's no such thing as white. That's a made-up, man-made concept too. You got nationalities according to the Bible. The Israelites, it doesn't matter how you look. It's about, does your line go back to
So
Jacob?
he's half Puerto Rican.
Okay, there's no such thing as half either. You are what your father is. So I'm Puerto Rican. But it doesn't matter what you...
Your mom's Puerto Rican? Yeah.
That doesn't mean he's an Israelite, or that doesn't mean he's Edomite. It's about the spirit that's in him.
So
Does
would
that
he be
seed
able
go
to-
back to this lineage? If your lineage does not go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is where Israel comes from, the man Jacob's name changed to Israel, hence where you get the Israelites from, is a people, 12 tribes.
Yeah.
However, there's been a lot of mingling. Our people like to have sex a lot, so we mingled. So you might have a person that looks Chinese, but he could be an Israelite
Yeah.
because his father's lineage goes back to them.
Yeah, so it's not just appearance, it's
No.
like actually what the father...
There's no black Hebrew Israelites. That's not a real thing. That's just a term they try to put on us because clearly we're not black.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
Hebrew-
about.
Hebrew.
But there are, and you know, again, just because you look like a so-called white man doesn't mean you're an Edomite, because that's their nationality. True, the gutter rats over there in the land of Israel right now, they're Edomites. They go back to Amalek, grandson of Esau. They're our arch enemies. Hence why they put us in slavery, captivity, called us blacks, Latinos. Who put that term on us? Those are the Gentiles that the Galatians 3:28. Those that have lost their heritage. Because why? Because Jeremiah 17, real quick, what is that, 4? Because our people, they don't know who they are. They think they're black, Puerto Rican, Haitian. They're lost in the sauce. But they've been lied to. But this was part of the curses. Go ahead, read that real quick.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
See that? Read it again.
For thou should discontinue
From thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
So how was America established? By the serving of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They came here on slave ships. Slaves, the first Christopher Columbus came to the islands. They took slaves back to Europe. It was all, they called it transatlantic slave trade. That's how America was established. And then they took away any remnant of our nationality that we had left. Because you know that Christopher Columbus, he actually brought Hebrew interpreters to this side. Because he knew the people that they would find here were Hebrew.
Yeah. So
Hold on, let me finish
the
that.
verse. Okay, go
So
ahead.
that's real quick. That's why you
I
have to
have one last
understand.
thing
That's
after
fine.
that. I gotta go.
That's why you have to understand the history for you to understand the mysteries of the Bible.
Especially
the
the
context.
especially the understanding of the New Testament, because there's a whole period in the Bible that is taken out. Just tell me, how do you go from the Persian Empire that ruled, and then the New Testament starts, and all of a sudden now you're in the Roman Empire? What happened to the Greeks? So that history is important, because if you understand what happened during the Greek Empire, you will understand why it's talking about neither Greek nor Jew. Because there was Greeks, like the brother said, that were converted to following Greek customs. They stopped circumcising their sons. They stopped keeping the Sabbath. They stopped keeping the holy days.
They didn't dress like
Right.
the Jews did.
I got a precept just to back you up real quick. This is 1 Corinthians 12 and 2. It says, ye know that ye were Gentiles carried away onto these dumb idols, even as ye were led.
Right. So we were Gentiles at one point until we woke up to our true nationality. So how can you be a Gentile one day and then you don't become? How do you stop being a Gentile? Well, because they were never of the other nations in the first place. They were Israelite foreigners. They were Hellenized during the Greek Empire, meaning they pushed onto them the Greek customs, and it was beat out of them or killed, make public example of if you continue to follow the ways of the Israelites or the Hebrews.
So my last thing is, I'm a follower of Jesus, right? If you had to tell me one thing, like the most important thing that I got was wrong, what would that be? If you had to share that with me.
The name of the Messiah.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, because
No other name
no
that
other
heaven given whereby man must be saved.
That's four. So that'd be number one. But there's a lot of things you're wrong about. The understanding of the Bible.
So what's the most important thing? That's it.
You just said the name. If you don't even know the name, how can you call upon him? And then Jesus ain't it, because the word, the letter J didn't even exist in English when it first was made. And they definitely didn't speak English when the Lord was walking on the earth.
Yeah.
We can agree with that, right?
But
There was
again,
no,
it's not-
hold
it's
on.
not-
This goes
Yeah, I agree,
page
I
back.
agree.
So, okay.
J.
So
J
what
doesn't-
language did he speak? The Lord.
Yeah, Aramaic.
Well, he spoke Hebrew, which is a broken form of well, Aramaic is a broken form of Hebrew.
Yeah.
But so he had to have a
Aramaic is
Hebrew name.
older. Aramaic is older.
No, it's not. It's all. It
It's
goes
not.
back to the Phoenician tongue. It was originally called Phoenician tongue, but it's Hebrew. Well, the angels speak Hebrew. What language did the Lord speak to Paul in, or Saul at the time? He spoke to him in what tongue?
Yeah, yeah.
It didn't say Aramaic. It said Hebrew.
So why would the Lord speak one language, but his son speak a different?
And why would he have why would his name be Jesus?
Greek,
Yeah.
a Greek name,
Yeah,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Well,
Right.
well, no, I believe in the one true name of God to be YHWH.
Yeah, but what is it? That's the tetragramma. Yeah, but there's a name. The Most High has a name as well.
But you guys, I think, add syllables. Not syllables.
Vowels.
Vowels.
Yeah, but that's well in Hebrew.
The ancient
But
Paleo
I just
Hebrew.
wanted to hear your opinion. So
Ancient-
thank you guys
the-
for
the
sharing.
Yeah, the ancient Paleo Hebrew was mainly vowels. There ain't no E's, V's, and that's the Yiddish, which is another broken form of Hebrew that the people in the land created. The people over there in the land right now created. They created a Hebrew because there was a bunch of argument about the language that was spoken. So they created this broken Yiddish, that ugly language that people know as today Hebrew, but that's not the ancient Hebrew.
That's
Well,
Yiddish.
Well, thank you guys for sharing your views and informing me and
Yeah, no problem.
catching me
Just
up
to let
to-
you know, World War III has started. All right, the prophecies are here at the last days. That's something you need to be worried about. Because the Lord, whether you know his true name or not, he's about to return. And guess what? He's coming to kill a lot of people. You know that?
So says the Bible.
That's what the Bible said. He's coming to
God
slay.
bless you guys. Jesus loves you. Okay, thank you, man.
Jesus is going to get you killed, my friend. Jesus.
Thank you guys. Take it easy.
Hey, y'all ready to go fight for the country? There's a lot of Iranians waiting for you.
In Jesus' name.
Jesus, don't worry, Jesus will protect you.
Hey, it goes show you that was planned.
Right, yeah.
They were there for
them two.
Yeah.
I already knew when he said, "What about him?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I was like, oh, he's been-
He with them. Yeah. That was easy to see, my brother. Hey, but it's something about they know. 'Cause you see, it's similar people that keep coming by and asking, It's like a community of them know that we out here.
Heard.
Probably vocab followers.
Yeah.
Because the same question every week now.
Exactly.
The last 3 weeks. What about the
See
Gentiles?
it.
And they just don't, and the thing about it, that's how you know it's spiritual, because they just don't get it.
Yeah,
No
it's-
matter how much facts is laid out, right, that you can look into yourself. And if you have some type of logical reasoning in your
That
head,
makes sense.
it would make sense to you. But it's spiritual.
Yeah, it's blocked. Their pineal gland is frozen solid. they ain't got the access to the Heavenly Father, the Holy Spirit.
Like El Ta said, man, y'all losing sleep over this.
Yeah, man. I saw him over there walking this way with his Bible. I said, here he comes.
Trying to come up with schemes and shit. Like, you gonna come by, you gonna pretend like y'all don't know you.
We see it.
What about him? What about him?
Then
I don't know.
he sat there with you the whole time.
Yeah. But again, they think it's a color thing. We dismantle that instantly, my nigga.
That's why I think it's vocab. Because I ran into two of them and they actually admitted to me that they follow
Ah,
vocab.
vocab chromies. Last low level, man. That's.
So they probably
No,
saying
man.
GMS Israelites in this city. They, you know what I'm saying? And we'll show up and somehow they'll probably fucking fight.
I mean, you can see the reflection too, so all they gotta look up is that. But we're not hiding shit. Come on now. Just be ready to get dismissed. You don't act right. Good.
And I'm bringing this priest up out because most of the time it's Jake always trying to save
Yeah.
himself. That's really what it is.
That's how that's how fried in the mind our people are. That they can't hear that this is for them only. It's got to be for brother Esau too.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
Stockholm.
Yeah, and that's why we start bringing out the history. Oh shit.
Last question. Most important thing.
Yeah, the name, man. You ain't got the name, you ain't even started yet.
That's what Moses said.
Yeah.
What y'all told him? That we told him the most important thing that you could know is the name of the Lord. That's where it all starts.
And then we explained to him how it can't be Jesus. What's the last thing he said? Jesus loves you. Fuck that. If that's what it means to be saved, then I don't want the love of Jesus. Jesus can keep his love, because that's his cousin. Now, shit, if you gotta love Jesus, if Jesus gotta love you, well look what Jesus is doing over there in the Middle East. That's what Jesus is doing.
Hey, you say that, but there's a chick that works for the news station here from Vegas.
Epstein, yeah, her last name is
Epstein.
Epstein. I'm sure she catches hell for that shit.
Hell yeah.
It's related to the Epstein.
That's
I
how
would have
she got
changed my
that job.
name. Or maybe she married some nigga. Maybe she married into the Epstein line. Epsteins, Weinsteins, they're all a bunch of devils. Yeah.
Romans 11:7, you know, Jake always trying to save, everybody else. Romans 11:7.
Yeah, they want to say everybody, but nobody want to give a fuck about you. That's how you know it's Stockholm syndrome. If Maxa can't make it, I don't want to go to heaven.
Romans 11:7. What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
Only the elect can see it, man. Obtain. Because at this point, it's like, God damn, this shit is so simple. But it really ain't. It's the simplicity in Yahushua for the elect. But it's made plain unto the holy, but unto everybody else, it's like we talking Chinese up here. When we just reading out the same Bible you claim to worship or believe in. But don't know shit about history at all about the Bible. When we mention the Greek Empire, them niggas look like deer in headlights. What? Greek Empire? What the fuck is he talking about? Going to show you that you don't. Why didn't you stop, man? And you know they're not gonna have the King James version, and if they do, it's gonna be the one without the apocrypha.
You're gonna have the AMP.
Yeah. CPR and shit. You dead. But again, like Brooke said, man, it's always a Sambo want to come and say Massey. What about him? He's half Puerto Rican. It ain't even his mom. It's his mom. But again, I don't know. I ain't even talked to you. I don't know if he is. I don't know. Not a color thing. Shit. You could be black as Wesley Snipes and be a goddamn terrorist.
Yeah, and what's funny about that whole topic always coming up is they come up to the camps trying to bring up the color thing to try to disprove it, but they're the ones who keep bringing it up, the color thing. It's not us. They want it to be a color thing so bad that they come to the camp talking about color, but we don't.
Yeah, because they're insincere. That's what it all boils down to. They're not sincere believers of the Lord.
They're Jesus freaks.
Yeah.
But they don't truly believe in the word.
Yeah, they follow us rappers.
Yeah. What about Galatians 3 and 28? You got us. Hey, pack it up, brother. Shit. Come on, bro. What about it? Shit. But again, it's too high for a fool, man. This wisdom is too high for a fool. But hey, we gave you your answer. Go on about your day.
Hey, real quick, that's why those of you out there, man, that are watching that actually understand this and it's making sense to you, count your blessings, man. Count yourself blessed in the eyes of the Lord, man, to even be able to understand. Because there's a majority of the people on this planet that do not understand the simple message that we come out here to teach them.
You worried about the Gentiles. Nigga, you know what happened this morning? What about the Iranians? Do they get a spot in heaven? Yeah, even the pimps get a pimper's paradise. Even to get ghetto in the heaven, what did Tupac say? Ghetto heaven. But what about the babies in Gaza? Why don't you go ask the small hats about the Gentiles? How about that? Always asking us about it. Go ask Mr. Schickelberger, or Auschwitz, or whatever. Mr.
It ain't y'all saying that y'all are Edomites.
Yeah.
Y'all both call each other Edomites, man.
But nobody ever asked the small hats, what about the Gentiles?
They're going to tell you.
You're calling nothing. But when we say that, oh, you guys are hate mongers. Yeah, he's hating. The audacity is that they'll come and ask me, hey, are you guys black Hebrew Israelites? Yes, nigga. Can't you tell? The fuck? But again, the simplicity of our people shit. You trying to jump through hula hoops on fire, you don't even know the name of the Lord. Come on, bro. And you gonna tell Jesus loves you. After we literally just told you it's impossible for his name to be Jesus, you still gonna say it. You know what they call that? They call that mental retardation.
Yeah. And cognitive dissonance. And no matter how much facts is laid out on the table, that you can't receive it.
Can't handle the truth.
Yep. I got a quick one.
Hold on, can I still read this?
Oh no, he can do it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Titus 1 and 15 in the AMP. It says, to the pure all things are pure, but to the corrupt and unbelieving nothing is pure. Both their mind and their conscience are corrupted.
Yeah, they're gone. They can't. Bro, it's just not for them. They can't. It doesn't matter how we explain it, how many examples we give them, how many precepts we read them. The nigga's still gonna say Jesus loves you. He know damn well they ain't speak English. He's still gonna say, or which Jesus ain't even an English word, but Jesus. Would the Lord agree? What about the Gentiles? Okay, what Gentiles you talking about? Don't even know. Well, he knew that Latin word. Well, what's the Latin word there, nigga? For Gentile.
What's the Latin word for Jesus?
Yeah, exactly. What's it mean? Earth pig. Yeah, the Lord's name was Earth pig. Idiot. That's the most important thing. Nigga was shocked when you said that.
I see why the brother's throwing that was a cool
Yeah. I already knew it was that question. I knew it was gonna be a stupid question, but let's see what this nigga's gonna say. Yeah. Let's let him bury himself. Just keep giving him some rope. Here's some more rope. But he ain't got nothing on his mind. This thing about prophecy. You worried about the damn Gentiles? You about to be starving soon. The Gentiles don't give a damn about you, kid. Your buddy don't give a damn about you. That white, if he's an Edomite, he ain't gonna be your friend much longer. Shit.
Exactly. They say he can come and you can't. What you gonna do? You gonna leave his ass right there?
Yeah, cause he probably was Northern Kingdom or something, but he just a nigga in their eyes. Shit, you dark as hell. Nigga. He's just a nigga.
And they had him on a string too. They was the ones that was calling him away.
Come on, boy. Come on. But here it is. Americans still walking around clueless as hell. Gonna go enjoy their tonight, watch some people play hockey as people are getting blown to pieces. You'll be watching the puck, and the niggas in the Middle East be watching missiles. That's why when the calamity comes upon these people, we're gonna have a good laugh. we're gonna be laughing at it in your face. You ain't gonna do shit about it. You're gonna envy us. The women are gonna love us. And you gonna be asked out. Wait till this reset happens. And we over there smiling. And you begging. Hey nigga, you ain't here, cash is no good no more, what you begging for? Get out of here. Scat. Go ahead.
God says, what then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
Yeah. Majority of these people walking around are complete darkness. Walk right past the light. But what? They're groping like that, the darkness. They will never get it. It's not for it. If you either got it or you don't. Jesus. You look at me and got the sign. Walking around with your Bible. Haven't even read it today. Nigga walking around with his Bible. Yeah, I seen him over there talking to the bum. Yeah, you're gonna bring out the same. Yeah, come on, man. There's other precepts that say Gentiles. Yeah, that's the only one y'all know. You gotta do some studying, my friend. You're gonna debate, just like the last idiot that asked that question. Hey, what happened in the Greek Empire? What happened to the Israelites during the Greek Empire? They were destroyed. How the fuck did you learn that? But the Lord was an Israelite, but they got destroyed in the Greek Empire. That's what I'm saying. Like, these people they don't have no critical thinking. They don't have any type of research skills. Like, bro, this is easy information to get. It's on the internet for free. But again, if they don't have the Spirit, all right, the Holy Spirit, they can't get it.
Spirit, because like what's the Holy Spirit, it has to guide you to put the pieces together, to make the connections.
To know the words.
No, yeah, bro. It has to guide you. You can't just read front and back. No, you gotta have the Holy Spirit on you as you navigate through these precepts, man.
Yeah, and you gotta know the history, the maps. Nigga knew one Latin word, thought he was on top of the world.
Real deep.
Yeah, bro. It was like, all right, cool. He just threw it out there, like try to sound like he was a scholar.
Yeah, the Latin word.
Yeah.
Maybe shut your ass up.
Yeah, where'd you learn that from?
Watching.
Yeah, come on, bro. You know damn well your pastor at church can tell you to go look up the Latin.
Never, ever.
Nope. Go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians 10:3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, pulling down of strongholds.
Yeah, we've been slaying the dragon. All right, we the fairy tale movie. The prince comes to slay the dragon. Well, that's the beast. Well, how we haven't been slaying it with a physical sword. We've been using the sword, the heavenly sword, which is the word of the Lord, which is sharper than any two-edged sword. So again, we're not, protesting to bring America down. No, we just got to expose it, cast these strongholds down, which again is who we are. What the name of the Lord is. Who's who according to the Bible. Those are strongholds. The deceptions that have been pushed throughout the four corners of the earth. And you got the prophecies, most importantly. We can tell you what it is, what's happening, what's the end game. And it ain't Jesus. Jesus. See, a lot of people, we were reading before, they're going to run to Jesus. They're idols. That's what we were reading while it was coming up. He going to run to Jesus and no one's going to be at home. Jesus is going to dip on you.
Yeah, it says, for our weapons are of warfare, it's like our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, pulling down the strongholds, casting down imaginations, and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bring into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh.
This word casts everything down. No philosophy, no imagination, nothing you can come up here with that you think your ideology, none of that's going to beat the words of the Lord. The Most High is undefeated. And the prophecy speaks for themselves at this point, literally. Okay, America's collapsing. Just enter World War III. The icing on the cake, hey, stick a fork in it, it's done, cooked. But people can't see it. But you can't gainsay or resist anything that we're saying. That's why you got to come and ask about the Gentiles. With all that's going on right now, prophecy, there's people. We've already dealt with that. That's already been established. Go to our channel and type in Gentile. And I'm sure something will pop up.
We're not in that era, bro.
We're gonna give you a quick answer, and then we're gonna hit the prophecies. What do you think about World War III? They lost for words all of a sudden.
All he knows is Jesus.
Well, Jesus ain't telling you. Jesus ain't tell you about World War III. He ain't tell you about the mark of the beast.
The way he responded when we said that's the most important thing was as if that's not the most important thing to him.
Love. He was probably gonna say love. Or some, some hippie shit. Yeah. Shut up, man.
He had a feelings here.
Yeah,
he did.
you can tell he shaves every morning.
Yeah.
Little bitch. What you need to do is you shave off some pounds. But again, these people don't know what the hell's going on. Jesus. Where is Jesus at when them bombs is falling on them kids at school? Yeah, we're gonna defend America by killing children in schools. Woo! That's what's happening.
I know, it's disappointing.
Did you vote for Trump though?
Fuck no.
Oh, come on, man.
That orange piece of shit.
Well, that's the sentiment of America. See that? See, in North Korea, you would be executed for saying that.
You got freedom of speech here, but as you see, that's being taken away too.
You better hope AI didn't catch that. I'm coming to your house on you. Yeah.
Hey, everybody want to speak, bro. You can tell that's probably like the highlight of their moment.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Because what? People, they can't come out here and say what this brother's
Yeah,
saying,
we give them a
man.
platform.
Yeah.
Speak up. Speak your mind.
Right now, they know like you shouldn't speak on those things, so they're not. That's why they're not in the.
Well, we're here to speak on it because we're revealing who the wicked is according to the Bible. Guess what? They're all in the Epstein files. They're the ones that are going to send your sons and your husbands to Iran. That's the wicked. They're the ones you stand in line for to go vote. Those are the same devils sending you to war and eating babies. What about the Epstein files? Forgot about that, huh? Well, we're here to remind you. That's right. And look, if people know this. The lady said, yeah, that is what's happening. So they know babies is getting blown up. Never to be. Oh, we couldn't find little Timmy under all the rubble. And it was buried.
On a piece of paper.
Yeah. But and then you got niggas moving rocks. Hey, come on, bro. The nigga dead. They did you a favor. They buried him and everything. You see images in Gaza. The lady that she about to give up the ghost and she been starving, carrying the little baby with missing limbs. And guess what? Your tax money is funding that. Your tax money is funding babies getting blown to pieces.
Yep. And then right after that, it's a Coca-Cola commercial.
Right. Yeah.
The advertising still going on.
Pizza Hut. Shaq big ass come on screen. Peddling pizza. Hey, they tell you. Yeah, they pushing pizza all right.
It's 2 Thessalonians 2:8.
It's always our people got a problem. They ain't got a problem with Epstein. They ain't got a problem with what's going on in the Middle East. They ain't got a problem. Got a problem with men reading Bibles. That's crazy. But that's how we know we at the end, man. Shit. You don't got a problem with these pedophiles? We're a bigger problem than them. But hey, that's why every idle word you're gonna have to give account for. When the Lord starts bringing judgments and damn, somebody bust their ass. When the Lord ramps up these judgments, oh, there's a little kid. That's how children get killed, man. Run out to the street. Anyway, hey, if he dies, he dies. We're not shedding no tears over anybody dying over here, unless it's a brother. But even then, there'll be, we'll know he's good. But hey, a lot of these people are just about to be stubble from, missile food.
Second Thessalonians 2:8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Yep. That's what's being revealed, the wicked. That's why they gotta just bombard people with all kind of shit. Forget about the Epstein files. Yeah, don't read too much into these devils. Get over it. Well, guess what? The word of the Lord still is on Esau's ass. Via the prophets, but now everyone's biting off of us. Everything that you see right now on YouTube, we've already said. Ain't no breaking, shocking news that we ain't already prophesied about. Now it just happened. But we was able to tell you these things before they would even be thought of. We told you about digital currency. We told you about World War III years ago. We even got signs that showed it. And now it's here. Now you don't want to acknowledge reality. You want to go out and waste your money. You bet, man. You feel come Monday, your savings account might be gone. Shit. So, yeah. And because they could do that. Sniper attack, blame Iran. And say, oh, well, the financial system has to be changed now.
That was one of the first things they said when they asked, how can Iran retaliate? They said cyber warfare. The first thing out of people's mouths.
Yeah, crash the banks, and then boom, your money is no longer. Oh, we got a new system though. You lost all your money. How do we know how much money you have? We can't even verify it. But we're willing to give you some free stable coins. Yep. And then you just lost your job. Company went out of business, or you were replaced by AI or a robot. Now you got no choice but to down. Because Esau's going to, he got you people. Yeah, you have no assets whatsoever. You're fucked. And even if you do, if you don't know what's going on, you're gonna lose it all anyway. We're on the verge of a new digital society. It's already in place. People barely use cash. Everything, the Save America Act, whatever the hell it is. It's all about digital verification for you to vote. That's the excuse they're gonna use. But ultimately, it's leading to the mark of the beast. Everything that's taking place right now is all ramping up to lead to the hour of temptation. Because the missiles ain't gonna obliterate America until that happens. But what? The pieces of the puzzle are being laid. All right? It's already striking. Sacrifices. So what? They're steps away from making it mandatory. Could be weeks away from that happening. So we know Esau's gonna move quick. That great reset ain't gonna be 3 months go by and they still ain't got a solution. No, that shit, they got the solution already. It's already in place. Trump just need to get the Clarity Act signed and the Safety Act, or whatever the hell it's called. Save America Act, which is again about the digital ID. Matter of fact, because I looked it up earlier. Let's see here. Type that? Save America Act.
The Safeguard American Voter Eligibility Act, or SAVE Act, aims to strengthen election security. It requires proof of U.S. citizenship for voter registration and photo ID for voting. The bill also mandates that states remove non-citizens from voter rolls for legal advice.
So stricter ID laws is coming, mandatory laws. You know, and what does that lead to? That's going to lead to your digital wallet. It's going to be tied to your digital wallet, which they're using that as a telling you, oh, look how good this system can be. Now we can reach people in the middle of Timbuktu that don't have bank or don't have access to a bank. All they need is a phone. Your bank is going to be your phone is going to be the access to your bank for now until they chip everybody. But you don't need banks no more, really. You got Apple Pay, you got Samsung Pay. That's going to be tied to the stable coins. Banks are going to make stable coins as well, but they don't need local branches no more. All that shit is about to be turned into some other shit. Or just shut down permanently. Or they could just fire all them motherfuckers. AI could do it. What do you need a bank teller for? To give you a hard time? To take cash out? Well, cash is done away with. So you don't need, what do you need somebody counting money for? AI can do it, or you can hit the ATM. You're going to talk to AI from now on about your money. It's going to be digital, so what's the point of an ATM? There's not going to be, be no need for ATMs no more. You're not gonna be able to take cash out. So what's the point of an ATM? People ain't thinking about that though. And it's gonna move so swiftly, no pun intended, that your people aren't gonna even be able to pivot. All right, maybe now, let me get some assets before it's too late. Let me get some crypto now. No, a lot of the crypto's gonna go to zero, and the ones that still remain are probably gonna be outpriced. And hence the stable coins or the CBDCs they're gonna freely give you. When the hell does this devil give you anything free? But now he's gonna give you free money of all things? Shit. But again, all these events that are taking place, that's what it's building up towards. And then ultimately the full escalation of the war of Armageddon, right? And then the Lord's gonna return and destroy this place. That's in the Bible. All these God-fearing Christians in America, and they don't know that the Bible speaks against America. It talks about World War III. But that's all right. You didn't have to believe it. Now it's happening. Romans 3:3. So what if some did not believe? Your belief is irrelevant to the Lord. Hell, He made you not believe. So like that, right up to the moment of your judgment, you didn't believe. Go ahead.
Revelation 12:12. Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because you know that you have put into account.
There you go. Esau's moving quickly, man. He's coming down with great wrath. It's do what he says, comply or die. That's what they're doing with these other nations. What do you think they're gonna do to you American citizens, man? You know, comply or you're gonna die, you're gonna be killed. Whether that's they physically kill you, behead you, or just cut you off from society. That's the death sentence. That's the outward temptation. And that's gonna come upon everybody, including us. But guess what? The Lord got us. We ain't worried about none of that. We already see what the Lord's doing. We've been believing in that. Meanwhile, you got our people trying to say to Gentiles, listen, man, the same people you fighting for is going to be coming for you. Because they're coming with great wrath. All these clowns, because not one Edomite has came by us to talk about Jesus. It's only our people that want to talk about Jesus, man. The white man that their grandma got on the wall, crucified. The hippie. That ain't the Messiah, man. That ain't the Lord and Savior. And again, they don't even know that he's coming for his people. Well, what about, can the white man make it to heaven? Think of the white man bombing the shit out of everybody right now. That's a sick infatuation our people got, man. This nigga show you nothing but hate to this day, and you love it. You want to kiss his ass every chance you get. That's why we can't wait till the Lord starts destroying our people in these streets, man. Yeah, we can't.